All right. This one is not just for me. This might be the first installment going out to other people because there, surprise, surprise, there are other people that might actually want to watch this. So I put pants on for this one. No, I usually, anyway. There's Winks. This is a workout. Got it written down in my pad. I'm just going to go by these numbers. That way I don't have to think. 0 decision fatigue. Let's see if that could be seen. There we go. Doesn't really have to be read. I'm going to announce what I do when I do it. First starts out with incline bench. But we're going to warm up. I just played some drums and I'm already sweaty. But let's do a proper warm-up. And one of my favorite warm-ups is 13 push-ups. Some squats with no weight, dodging a kitty cat, and just bending my back a little bit. What I call forward bends. No weight on any of these. Just all what my body is all about. Now, the first reason I'm doing these videos is obviously to watch my counts, make sure my counts are accurate. The second reason is because there's somebody out there that actually requested this. So, if you're not that person that requested, you probably shouldn't watch it. This is going to be one of the most boring videos you've ever seen. Kind of like the behind the head style. I wonder if I can do one more with just my head straight, like that. Oh, that totally feels different. There's more control. Like you actually have to exert more control. Yeah. Yeah, you help me do my exercise, don't you? Yeah, you're good like that. I did a little one too many. It's going for 6 on that one. Did you get me to 7? All right. Unlike the one video where I'm doing breathing meditation, that's just for one exercise only. And that's no real counting, maybe counting after the fact. This is specifically following the written instructions that I've pre-made. And I can go more into it, but let's get into working out. First, I'll do a 7-breath exercise. I'm going to bounce back and forth between a couple things. I'm going to try the one where you push your stomach out first. No, actually, I'll just do the chest expansion, pure lungs. Here to here, a little bit here. Try to put air, make your shoulders separate. Well, at least that's the mental image that I'm going to try to do before doing the incline press. And it is incline press. All right, dial in my numbers real quick, straighten out my bench, there we go, make weird noises, check. So I'll be just ready to go after this breath thing. Yeah. All right. So, all right. What I'm doing, well, I'll explain that after the fact. Maybe I'll explain it if I have enough breath to explain it. But let's just go right into the proper part of this. No dilly-dally, no excuses. This is gonna be a little heavy. Oh, yeah, that's a little heavy. Feel it in my elbow joints a little bit. Oh, this is kind of tricky because what I'm gonna do, legs, oh, I didn't do the breathing exercises. Oh well, between sets, oh, only gotta do about 6 of these. Call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. There we go. I think that's 6. Oh. Getting these things back in the bin is one of the harder things. All right. Be gentle, be careful. It'll go slide into the bin. All right. Yeah, I'm totally doing this by a pre-made number methodology. I'm not even worried about what I can't do and can do. I just kind of write that out afterwards, and I always increase one thing. I've been doing this specific workout for a little while. It's only 5 exercises, and kind of dialed in where my strengths and weaknesses are. Been writing it down most of the time. Should write it down every time. This really helps take out the decision fatigue because I can focus on things like counting. I can focus on my breath. I can focus on, if I really want to, ignore those 2 things for the most part and see if I can do visualization. Yeah, I know, woo-woo stuff. Visualization inside the muscle. Visualizing the muscle working, the blood flow getting to it, nourishing it, the cells activating, the ratcheting action that's going on inside the muscle, all sorts of fun things. Going to do the breath exercise now. Going to count with fingers. That's 1, first knuckle 2, third knuckle 3, base of the fingers sort of, 4, knuckle, second knuckle again, 5, first knuckle again, 6, tip of finger 7. So it's a count of 7, 7 breaths. Do this with both hands, put it in front of me or behind me. It's kind of a breathing exercise, if you will. There was something I did there. I'll tell about it after I'm done with this set of 8. 2. A little easier than the last set. All right. Dude, did the camera shake? I gotta watch that again. Felt the floor shake. Put that down a little bit too. I wasn't gentle and controlled enough. Let's just say that. All right. Gonna adjust the weight numbers. Dial myself in again. This time, dialing down a lot. And I'll explain the methodology in another video if you really want to know. I think you just want to do your own numbers and go wherever you're going to go. I shouldn't do your numbers, you shouldn't do my numbers. Let's do whatever numbers works best for us. Zero ourselves in to where we're at and where we're going. All right, by the way, what I did there, I'm counting in and out as a breath, but just for the fun of it, you can count every, like in as a one entity on itself, out as an entity on itself. If you really want to go crazy with it, you can count in as an entity, hold as an entity, out as an entity, and empty hold as an entity. So you can make 4 entities, 3 entities, 2 entities. You can't make one, but just for fun, I like doing at the very end, I breathe in, and that actually becomes the end of it. That becomes like a number 13. So in is 1, out is 2. Next breath, in is 3, out is 4. All the way up, if I go through that, and I end on the hold, I'm at 13. And since my body really wants to expel a breath, that's what I did last time. I use that last breath, that exhalation, after I've set myself up, and that's my first repetition. So there's something weird about that. I don't know if that's good or not. Maybe it's just some mental placebo stuff, but it feels kind of bizarrely good. And it's a method like, hey, if you really don't want to get something done, you want to jump off the bungee tower, say, hey, give me a minute or 3. You hold your breath, and you just say, I'm not going to move. The only thing I'm going to move is forward, and I'm only going to move forward when I need to breathe out, when my body really wants me to breathe out. And then, hey, you've basically forced yourself into a countdown that only your body can, you play mental games with something you're afraid of. If you were afraid of bungee jumping or jumping out of an airplane or whatever it is. Well, airplane's a little bit different, but we won't go into that. All right. Gonna do the breathing again. So you gotta push up on that exhale. It's weird. Makes your body feel weird. It's almost like I want to catch a breath afterwards, but that's first rep. I'm going with that. Should go 10, 4, 5. Hope I'm counting right. 6. I'll watch the video and find out. 7. One, just in case I screw up my count. All right. Oh. Less weight. I started at the highest weight and I declined it down by just a little bit and a little bit more. But that third one, supposed to be 10 repetitions. Hopefully I got at least 10 out of it. I'm feeling it now. I might be gassed for the rest of this workout, which is just fine. I'll still be able to get through it, even a little bit close to being out of gas. The breathing's definitely going to help next time. All right. One thing I'm going to do is look over the sheet and see if I can adjust my weights, because I think I'm going to be using those dumbbells again. But just in case you want to know, this is the video where I say the 5 exercises. First, what you just saw, incline bench. Second one is going to be a chest machine. Third one is going to be cable push downs. Chest machine can also be flat bench, but I like my chest machine. It gives it an excuse to exist. Cable pull downs, same on the machine. Hammer curls. All right, this one, I'm gonna need to adjust the weights on this for hammer curls. And then the last one's bent over flies. That's gonna use my trusty rusty 20 pounders right there that are always available to me. Whenever I want to do random exercises, they're right here. I can walk past them, but I can see them every single time saying, hey, would you like to move your muscles a little bit today? Would you like to move us around? Yeah, they have a slight speech impediment. They're awesome though. You gotta love your free weights that have speech impediments. All right, gonna dial in. I have to do 4 dials on this. It's pretty cool though. That was a graduation present to myself. All right. All right. Double check, because I like double checking things. We are solid. Ready to go as soon as I come back in here. Are you ready for a journey? I'm gonna look down here so I don't even need to bring my paper. Remember what it is. Okay, both exercises, just refreshing myself now, sticking in my memory. A set of 8, a set of 10 repetitions, a set of 8, a set of 10 repetitions. There'll be 4 sets done in there. Let's look at the framing I got there. All right, I think I could see mostly anything. I'll find out in the video if I was framed correctly. If I wasn't, my apologies to anybody who's watching. Welcome to Yormish Amateur Video. By the way, this $1 worth of, well, actually, about 8 AA batteries. I think this thing holds 3. And this thing itself, $1. This thing is awesome. I think I've seen these things for multiple dollars, but anyway, I won't go into that. But the lantern, easily, just because the wonderful glow it gives, that could be, oh man. All right, let's see if I can get chest machine in on here. There we go. All right, chest machine. All right. Gonna go for a set of 8. Could go for breathing, but we'll do that in between the next set. Feeling ready for it now. I shouldn't feel ready for it now. I'll probably feel not ready for it now, right after the first or third rep. Let's find out. Yep. I should have been more gentle on that come down. The eccentric thing, oh, fun random one, not part of my formal strength training, but let's say I do a set of chin-ups, just straight up chin-ups. I will do another set right afterwards, no pause. That will be just jumping up, putting my chin above the bar, holding it for a half second or a second, and then slowly going down. Then I'll jump up again, go back down, jump up again, go back down. Basically, let's say I do a set of 6. Then I will go down a set of 7. So that feels good. I don't know if it does anything. It might be just another mental placebo thing. I'm stacking placebos so I can get results. Let my body do whatever magic it wants to do. Enough placebos go in there and my health will maximize. I am so thankful that I'm in good health, but you never know. Maybe what I'm doing right now is preventing bad health, and that's what I'm choosing to believe. It might be subjective reality, it might be woo-woo stuff, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. Breathing. Thank goodness that is not the exercise I have to up in weight next week. Incline bench next week, I'm upping in weight. Then, next week, I'm gonna set up for the next week after, whatever, feel real strong again. I'm gonna up in weight. All right, cable pull downs. Just that thing, lickety split. All right. That looks good enough for getting it done. Getting the frame in there. All right. This is a weird one. Don't know if I'm doing it right. I certainly feel it. There's been times where I have felt a pain in my back. Yeah, sorry about the back. Anyway, it is what it is. And I do what I do. Fortunately, this video is not to impress anybody. It's just a conveyance of information and friends helping out friends. Whew. All right, I'm ready. Gotta watch my count on that one. Stop thinking in counting and start thinking in muscle. That's some real sweat that's dropping off of me. Good deal. Welcome to garages in Florida. I'm sorry. Whew. Yeah, I had trouble with that one. But sticking to the instructions. Sticking to the instructions. All right, that's it for here. We get to go somewhere else. All right, back here. Yeah, looks like a good spot, Annie. All right, we're already set up for these. Should probably take a deeper breath, deeper break, deeper awareness. This is it, right? No! Got 2 more exercises. I know, this doesn't seem like much. But it's enough for me. Other than me doing random sets of anything, this is my consistent strength workout. All right. think 2 more. A little bit of a momentum on there, a little bit. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. That was cheating. But I wanted to hit the numbers. So I admit I did cheat a little bit. But keep working out like this, I won't have to cheat. Unless I just keep on bumping up the numbers too fast. Then I'll make a habit of cheating. And that's just not being patient. I'm convinced my body will only grow at a certain rate, certain times. Oh God. Whew. There we go. That feels about right. Check my numbers one more time. Then it's on to the next set. Right after a breathing situation. I'll do this. Sometimes I like doing it with my thumbs and the back of my thumbs, or the back of my hands and my thumb a little bit against like the 2 springs in my back. Like there's this area I think of as springs in a human being's back. They're not actual springs, but anyway. That's why I'm like this right now. Focusing on that and good feelings. That's weird. There we go. Something, the mechanism wasn't clicked right or something. Whew. Okay, that feels special. Now we get rusty 20s to play with. This is a new way of doing this, so I will personally thank YouTube, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he puts out a couple videos. He showed me a new way of doing this, which I actually kind of like. These are reverse flies. By the way, going through the set list, if you will, or the exercise list, incline bench was first, second was chest machine, third was cable pull downs. Technically I should have done that with a rope, but I don't have a rope for that. Eventually I'll get one. Cable pull downs was third, fourth was hammer curl, and fifth will be these reverse flies. Hopefully I can get this workout done in less than 45 minutes. Even with all the breathing and me jawing and all that kind of stuff. Right now I need a little bit of a rest, but not too much. All right, so in this one, that's the magic right there. Behind the calves. And I can rest, if I get real tight, I can rest my chest almost on my knees, and that's a whole cool world of backstretch. The way these are going to be done, set of 15, then 4 sets of 5. All right. Usually it smells down here. Not today. Wonder why. Maybe my nose is broken. Watch out, Winks. Don't want to get near the weights. Watch yourself. Little girl. Danger, danger. Yeah, watch out. Watch your head. No. Watch yourself. I'm sorry. Little girl, you're giving me an excuse to take a break. You're an angel. Gotta watch yourself. Can't hurt the little one. I know. You're in a dangerous zone. Trusty rusty weights are flying around. Life's a lot easier when you're owned by a cat. Gives you breaks when she knows you need them, but you think you can push through. I think that's the third set of 5. Even if I only get 3 sets of 5 out of this, I still think it does something to me. But it might be my second set of 5. Might throw a fucking extra set in there. Oops, language. Sorry, Winks. And also a particular person that watches this may or may not like extra language like that, so. It's hopefully an easy, fun challenge for me to think before I speak. So, and saying or not saying curse words is voluntarily control everything that you speak. That's a fun challenge. Everything that comes out of your mouth being premeditated. I can't do that yet, but working on it. All right, little lady. Are you ready to get out of the way? I thought so. I'll do one more set of 5 after this. You're a good girl. You gotta move. Good girl. Just in case I had a drop or 2 of extra energy in me energy tanks. Oh, ho, 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 ho. All right, that's me being done. Making weird noises. Gonna finish this up with a sitting breath exercise. don't know about you, but sometimes chewing the food loudly makes it taste better. Maybe it has something to do with oxygen intake and refreshing your taste buds, or who knows. And maybe it's just psychosomatic, but for some reason, chewing loudly makes it taste better. And for some reason, breathing loudly makes it a little bit more relaxing. Oh boy. That's the goods. Now, an epic cold shower. Wash the hair, wash the beard, wash the body. Conveniently forget to shave. To anyone that's ever given me a razor, wah wah. This is your gateway to making more than just ends meet. All right, there was a couple things I was going to hit upon. You should shut off this video now, but in case you're not, there's a couple things I was going to hit upon in this. I've already mentioned the concept of decision fatigue. I truly believe in it. To get rid of decisions, have your food pre-made, just ready to heat up or just ready to serve if it doesn't need to be heated up. Have everything set up in just the way that you're ready to take off and go. I like the idea of having different outfits. Well, actually, back to clothes. Have 5 or 6. Actually, I only have a couple pairs of shorts like this, but have multiple of the same thing and just wear multiple of the same thing every day. Have different areas where you set up an outfit. So you got your let's say you go crazy and you have 5 outfits set up for 5 days, or 10 outfits set up for 5 days. You know, your work outfit, let's say you work during the day, and then your play outfit when you get home, or your workout outfit, or whatever things that you need to change outfits for, have it already preset ahead of time, set up in different places or folded in specific ways. So off the top of the deck, just deal yourself your outfit and out the door or onto the workout or whatever. Decision fatigue. There's just some simple ways of getting rid of decision fatigue. There's a couple other things I practice, but I'm not going to bore you with all those. So trying to get rid of decision fatigue, and part of that is writing down the workout, hitting the numbers as it's stated here based upon my past experience. So in this one, I have one thing, a square, a rectangle drawn around one set, and that was the set that I upped from what I did last week. Every week, I'm going to up one set. This week, I'm going to up the 3rd set of incline bench. Then the week after that, don't know what I'm going to do. Usually, the way it goes is, like the way it's been the last 3 weeks is, oh, by the way, I only do this workout once a week. It's part of my 3-day regimen. I strength train only 3 days. That way I make sure I get at least 1 day rest in between days. And it's upper, lower, upper. Pretty simple stuff. 13 or 14 exercises, probably around 33 different sets. Like today, almost 3 of the exercises just had 2 sets. The first one had 3 sets. Back to what I was doing. Last week I upped the first set by 5 or a few pounds. This week I upped the second set by a few pounds. Next week I'll up the third set by a few pounds. And next week I'll pick out whatever I'm feeling strong about. Maybe if I'm feeling strong, I won't use the trusty rusties for the reverse flies anymore. Or maybe, I think I have like 2.5 pound wrist weights. I know I have 5 pound wrist weights. I'll just, put those here, back to decision feed, set yourself to win. I'll put those either under the weights or next to them. And that way I know, hey, for this specific exercise, wrap up the not wrist guards, but the wrist weights, and I'll be able to up those by basically, 2.5 pounds or whatever the wrist weights are. A simple way I can still use those weights because I like using those weights. They're fun. I got them at 2 different times and 2 different sales, and they're mismatched, but they're bizarrely matched. One black, one gray. They're good friends. Anyway, anthropomorphizing the workout equipment again. All right. What else was I going to talk about? Going with the prescription. Yeah, only one thing. So I already know what I'm going to pretty much do for next week. If I didn't exactly know right now, I would kind of figure it out and I'd draw a big plus sign on whatever I wanted to increase. And that would only be the first set. And then the week after that, I increase the second set. If it's only 2 sets, then that third week after that, I would figure out, hey, what exercise do I want to increase? Which I'm feeling most strong about, and then I'll increase. And you might be saying, well, yeah, but it's like fatigue. You know, your fatigue level increases as you go through each exercise. Well, yes and no. Sometimes the breathing gives an energy boost. Sometimes that's pretty good. You find an extra piece of yourself in the breathing. I don't know. Another thing I wanted to mention about this is the prescription. It's good. Now, I make it fit my life. Originally, I was feeling very ambitious. Right now, it is 1:35 p.m. My goal with this before was on certain ones, I know I can do it Sunday because Sunday nights I have nothing going on. I don't do any type of on-stage performance or anything like that of any sort on Sundays, although I might start if there's an open mic of some sort. I think there is, but I don't know if I want to. Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm wool gathering here. All right, time to do this. Like I said, 13:35. Ideally, I love the mental capacity that I get when I do this. Not like I think smarter after, it's just less things weighing off my brain. So when I do this early in the morning, we're talking 5 o'clock in the morning, some cases 4:30, some cases, if I go to sleep really early, like sometimes on like a Sunday, there are some times where I go to sleep at like 5 p.m. And that is, you know, like 1 a.m. from 5 p.m. I believe would be 8 hours. So like, oh my God, trying to go to like 3, you know, you're already stacking up 2 more hours onto that 1 a.m. So like, you're doing like 10 hours of sleep, but at 3 a.m., it's go time. And you have that relaxing, you know, 5 p.m. sleep. Doesn't happen often. It's happened at least once or 0 times before. Having a little trouble reconnecting. You're sitting down on the weights. That's not for you to sit down on. Those are hard and cold. You are an interesting little kitty cat. Yeah, such a special little girl. I don't know if this is a good thing or not. The other day, I saw her, she was standing looking at me, and I waved to her, and she just started purring. But it seemed, and this might be my own imagination, maybe I dreamed this up because it doesn't seem like it's real. It seemed like her body was vibrating, just because she was purring so hard, and just so happy. And I was like, wow. And I told her before that I had to leave, not that she really understands, but I like to pretend she does. I was like, oh, I gotta go. And then like, oh, I don't have to go quite yet. And then she stood at me and we looked, and she was just happy, and just purring so loud, and it looked like she was vibrating from purring, and I've never seen that before. I think I was playing tricks on myself, because that doesn't seem very right or natural or whatever. Purring so hard and so loud that you're actually vibrating. Are you purring right now? There you go. Oh, that's a good little lady. There's a lot of good in this world. Anyway, there's a lot of little things to appreciate. In fact, I'm done with this workout, which leads me full circle back to the thing. Now, please shut off the video now, because this is only going to be important to very 1, maybe 2 people out there that have asked me this question, and now I can actually formulate a better, more cogent answer, strangely, because I'm in a comfortable place and feeling very good. figuring out ways to alleviate the baggage upon you. Things like getting rid of decisions you don't need to make. I'm not saying let your life be on autopilot, but I'm just saying save your creativity, save your decision-making faculties for very important decisions. And have those decisions and make those decisions. And by all means, make the right decision. You know, the better you get making the right decision over and over again, it's good, especially in situations where you don't know where the right decision is, where it gets complicated. And then you'd have to have the mental wherewithal. It's like, I made the best decision I could at the time, but alas, new information has come to light and not a good decision. And I'm not speaking about anything specific. Actually, this is just a very general concept that I kind of like live part of my life by. And so that back, like I said, full circle, in the morning, getting a workout done first thing early morning, and it does feel good to do that warm-up that I did in the beginning of this video. That's really what I do each and every morning when I get up, or try to. It's a good thing. My little girl helps me out. She knows that the first thing I'm going to do is that. So she stands at the spot where I got my push-up handles, and she stands by there ready to bug me a little bit, but ready to play a little bit too. I think it's kind of funny. If I have to headbutt her out of the way a little bit, not hard, obviously, just like, you know, she starts purring as soon as I do that. And that's a happy moment, and it's good to feel happiness while you're throwing a few push-ups out there. And also, like the incline or the decline, the way I raise up my feet, all that feels really, really natural right now. So much so that when I do a normal push-up, it actually feels weird. I probably should be doing more normal push-ups, but I don't really do those so much. Confession. But those I do every morning. It's not a lot. It's 13. Anybody can build up to 13. I could probably do maybe one or two more than that. Anyway, but the numbers don't matter. I'm not in a race against anybody else. I'm just comparing myself, always against myself, and not even really against myself because it's enrichment. So future me may be stronger than past me on a consistent basis if I can make the right decisions and do things the right way. And if things start going wrong, if I'm making bad decisions on these exercises that lead more to injury than to health, and that has happened before. There's been times where I've just pushed too hard, and I've kind of felt it like right now. That moment, like 10 minutes after a workout, you're just like, oh, by the way, checking time. Whoa! Almost 50 minutes on clocking in on this. Hopefully a few minutes were for wool gathering. Anyhow, I'm letting this all go. I am letting this video go out into the world. Not keeping any more of these videos to myself. If somebody out there finds it useful, may you do good things with this information. I can tell you firsthand that almost everything in here is non-original thoughts. It's stuff I've picked up along the way. So as far as original content, the only thing you're getting is my viewpoint. Not really, I'm not a neuroscientist or really a scientist of any other sort, just an amateur. What would be the word? Explorer. Fuck it. Oh shit. Ah, damn it. Goodness. That was a cascade. That was an avalanche of bad language. I should cut this out of here. I should stop this video now. All right. Say goodbye, Winks. Yeah, she's in a meditative zone, sitting on weights. Later, shall be.